It's a new moon. It's Fiddle tomorrow when I'm recording this. So let's see what energies Fiddle is bringing up for us, calling us to release, what's closing out, whatever comes through. So mindful number, some information to us about what our frequency churches is to have for us the collective this new moon. If you're unfamiliar with me, I'm Janina Asiedu. I am a queer Ghanaian ancestral medium, herbal ritualist, and artist based in Tamaki Makaurau, Aotearoa. If you want to book a personal tarot reading with us or some ritual, you want to buy some art or some beaded adornments, check out our website. It's on the screen. If you resonate with this reading, please like and share. We appreciate the exchange. King of Cups. Guidance you have for us, the collective, this new moon. The Star, Knave of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Magician. Highlighted signs are Aquarius, with the Magician, that's honestly like all signs. King of Cups, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I would say more Pisces and Cancer, but so we're really called to, with King of Cups, to open our heart at this time. I heard get creative as well. So this is expression. So we're called not to, I don't know why I just heard simmer down. So some of us may need to simmer down. But a way that we can simmer down if we're feeling overwhelmed is actually to express and to release. We may have a lot of options or feelings, dreams as well. Seven of Cups, I know I've been dreaming a lot. Yeah, get our feelings and emotions out, however that may be. So that could be through creating, that could be through anything that you do, really. That's quite personal. It's important for us to see through like the illusion. So there could be like different options or emotions that we're feeling, noting, have access to experiencing, but it's up to us to discern what is like illusion and what's not with Seven of Cups. It's important for us to stay hydrated this new moon as well, because there's like that extraction of water, and we are water, so it extracts from our bodies as well. We may need to speak about our options in a hopeful way. So that can be like, you may have a lot of options and then you're like, not knowing what to choose, and that's kind of normal. It may not be the time to choose right now. It may not be the time to be like, okay, this is exactly like what I want. It is retrograde season, so things can be quite like confusing or feel backwards. Knave of Swords, though, like maybe this new moon we are called to seek clarity. I heard confirmation, so we might be receiving confirmations from our emotions or from communication. This could even be like others communicating with us how they feel. So we may be receiving a lot of communication and openness. So in that, we're called to be open. We're called to be hopeful with the Star, hopeful of the vision that we have for the future. It's quite an optimistic energy, and it's quite, it can be a difficult one to navigate, because the Star is maybe even something or things that we haven't seen before. We haven't experienced before, but we know that we want. We are desiring to be open to. We may just not know. We may not know how to attain this. Talking to our ancestors is really important if we do so. There will probably be messages from our ancestors within our creative expression, within our emotional body, within the messages that we receive, within our dreams as well. The Magician, we are given the resources that we need. So the Magician always emphasizes that we may not have everything that we desire, but we have what we need to continue to move forward and cultivate what it is we are hopeful towards and what we have faith towards, even though it can seem really far away with the Star as well. Like it can feel like up in the sky, like a dream or something that is like not so tangible, but it actually is with the Magician. And I feel like there's a lot that might need to be transmuted, like completely. So we may still be in the process of transmuting that, and our ancestors are helping us transmute that. I'm seeing Asa and Aset, so Isis and Osiris, the Greek names. Aset helped Osiris with their embalming and the like massive long process of alchemy that it took to transmute all the chaos, all the mamai, all the pain that they had gone through with Set, their brother, so that they could be the star in the sky, so that they could transform. What's the word that I want to say? Yeah, just like, I don't even know, like transmute everything so they could become this new entity and being. And this could also be quite specific for queer community as well. Some of us may be transitioning or entering into a certain energy where we are really embodying our queerness as well. That resonates. As queer folk, we know that we can be quite fluid, or maybe fluid's not the word, but we can transform quite a lot, right? So we might, some of us might be going through some sort of transformation, some divine transformation, where we are entering into a energy, entering into a portal, so to speak, of time where we are not going to be how we were before. Full embodiment of this part of our destiny. Knave of Pentacles. So we need to ground this because it's quite etheric, it's quite spiritual, it's quite emotional, so it can be easy to feel all over the place, or feel like even this embodiment could just be in this state right now of just being an idea or a conversation, koutou, or something that has just sparked. Like it's maybe it's not yet grounded, or it is in the state of grounding, the beginning stages of being in the physical. So there, sometimes when we are experiencing or embodying anything in our lives, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever it may be, that's connected to our heart space and our spirit, it can be birthed in the spirit first, right? We may have fully like evolved this thing in the spirit realm, and it's ready to come through in the physical, whether it's an emotional state of being, a mental state of being, and I heard a natural state of being. It's a natural state of being, so it's important for us to embrace this. But we need to ground it, ground what our soul and our heart desires to express through everyday reformation, I'm hearing. Reforming, everyday acts, everyday ritual. This is also going to help us move on from past state of being, release. Lots of Aquarius energy here. Release what no longer serves us, what has caused us conflict. 5 of Wands. This is taking action. Yeah, King of Pentacles, towards accessing this in the physical realm. So this new moon is helping us bring our ideas to life and actually take small everyday action towards the bigger goal that we have. So say we have this like bigger thing in mind that we want to physically achieve, and there are like little bits of the puzzle that we are piecing together and have to take action toward. Be mindful of conflict when it comes to these options, like having a lot of emotion and stuff, or dealing with a lot of these illusions and what is options and what is right for us, right, what will be best for us, what is true for us, can cause conflict. But I feel like that's okay. It's just a part of the process. King of Swords, we are at a time of mastering our mind and our thoughts. So it's key for us to just like be hopeful and have faith and trust through this process. We are also called to find what inspires us. So staying in line with what inspires us is going to be helpful in terms of keeping the faith for our vision that maybe we cannot see in the physical right now, right? So we might be seeing we might have this vision and we're like, oh, I can't see this thing anywhere. Is it really going to happen? My ancestors have never experienced this. My parents, my grandparents have never experienced this thing, but this is what I want to experience in my life. And it's going to come with mastering our thoughts, consulting our higher self, our higher wisdom, our uri. You know, we all have a different and specific destiny. So that should also give us faith in terms of like, even if your ancestors have not experienced it, your soul came here to experience a certain destiny, so that means you can achieve it purely because it's your destiny. And only source can shift that. Bro, the cops have been out so much today. Like, I usually park up here by the Y, and like within the span of 30 minutes, like 4 cops have driven past and pulled people over. I'm also like, just for what? Pissing me off. No. So yeah, be careful out there, fam, when you're driving and stuff. Okay, 10 of Cups, the Hermit. Yeah, lots of healing. So there's lots of healing. Oh, the Temperance as well. Sagittarius, Virgo. There's a lot of healing available for us this new moon, fam. If only we take the time to dive into the waters and stillness, patience with ourselves in the process of healing, patience with others, community, union within community. So yeah, some of us, the missing gap is needing to have a little bit more fun as well, because things can get a little bit like, you know how Pisces season, you'll know if you know, but you know how Pisces season can be just a bit like floaty and like, oh my gosh, there's all these options, all these dreams, and then Aries season come. I was talking to someone about this the other day, don't remember who, but then Aries season come and it just feels a bit more like, might not necessarily feel grounded, but it feels like you have the fire and the vim to go after what you want. Like, yeah, I'm a Pisces rising, and I'm like, after the end of Pisces season, I'm like, okay, I've had enough. I've had enough, please. Some of us might need to take time to ourselves to have this healing. It might not be like a state where we're always in this hermit, but we might come out, go in, come out, go in. Or it looks like communion. It looks like the space of hermiting is actually with other people, where we can heal our nervous system, heal our womb, and have a lighter heart. That's reminding me of Ma'at, so the divine law, ancient Egyptian, Kemet, divine law. What consists of divine law are a few things. I think there's like 42 or something like that. If you're interested, I'll put that up on the screen somewhere. I'm also highlighted to the Ankh. Yeah, so ancient Egypt, or Kemet, let me say, is coming through heaps. Which also just makes me think of Sudan, South Sudan, where the OG pyramids are as well. So yeah, keep eyes on Sudan, free Sudan. If you are in alignment with ancient Egyptian stuff, like you feel drawn to ancient Egyptian things, in real time, you need to also be aware that ancient Egypt is not the Egypt that they say it is. It's actually Sudan, South Sudan, the Nubian people. So if you practice within ancient Egypt, you should also be uplifting and supporting Sudanese community, or just at least being a Sudanese and South Sudanese community, and at least being aware of the issues that they're going through today, because they're very much linked to why their whenua has been exploited, and why they go through so much suffering in this day and age as well. And we'll have some art to share on our website to fundraise for we haven't picked yet, but for whānau in Sudan shortly, once that artwork is finished. So that will be available soon. But with the Sagittarius energy, with Temperance, this is about like expanding. Sagittarius is expansion. It's moving beyond our restrictions and limitations in any dimension and realm. Sagittarius doesn't like to typically be told what to do, especially when they already have something in mind. And this is looking like a generational healing of the womb. It's interesting because I had a dream last night, and when I woke up, my heart was so sore and heavy. It still kind of is, and then my womb was also like quite hot, which told me that I needed to heal my womb and my heart space in connection to like what I dreamt, and what has been coming up for me. And maybe others will relate to this in the collective. So There's a lot of womb healing, nervous system healing, things that have happened in the past, even back to past lives as well. So pay attention to your dreams. Like sometimes we have dreams where we're like, what the fuck was that? Who was that? Why was I in that person's body? Like if you're a dreamer in that realm, sometimes those things are past life things. Sometimes those things are showing us how deep